So most small companies and nonprofits suffer from one of two ills. They're either zombies or they experience catastrophic growth. So a zombie means the organization's walking dead. It's not growing its revenues, it's not growing its market share, it's not growing its impact, and after a while they sort of flounder and then they fail. The second problem companies face is catastrophic growth. So catastrophic growth occurs when a small business or a startup hits the jackpot early, gets a lot of funding, gets a lot of investment, and they begin to grow at an extraordinary rate. And what happens with a lot of organizations is they get very excited about this growth, but they don't spend the time to invest in their middle management. They don't spend the time in developing the architecture that allows them to grow sustainably. So they outrun their ability to manage it. So I've seen this in nonprofits that wind up having this awesome fundraiser and they raise funds that maybe increase their revenue by tenfold. But they don't develop the middle management to handle those new revenues. And suddenly when people start poking around and how exactly are you spending your money? And what exactly is the impact all of this fundraising has had? And if they can't answer those basic questions, they go into a free fall. Let's take a look at a lot of the dot-com startups in the late 1990s. They had a meteoric rise. You had all of the venture capital and all the excitement. And then when the dot-com bubble burst, most of them went into free fall and never recovered. Or look at Uber. Uber is the latest example of catastrophic growth where you've had this company on this meteoric rise, the highest valuation of any tech startup in the history of the world. And then they hit a strategic environment and they began to go into free fall. And their CEO got removed, got fired by the board. They've been experiencing all sorts of problems just as they were on the verge of transforming the transportation industry. All of these problems begin to emerge. Sexual harassment, legal problems. So these are all examples of catastrophic growth. Growth beyond the ability of the organization to manage it. And the key for CEOs and executive directors is to recognize that you can only grow sustainably as fast as your middle management can handle it. And so it's incumbent on organizations to develop their leaders, to develop their middle management, to be able to grow as fast as our company is growing, and in fact, to lead that growth.